Look who's here. It's my class. All right, come on in, sit down. We got to talk about how we can change our chords faster. Well, there's lots of things can improve your chord changes, that's for sure. Sometimes it's just your approach. This is Colin Daniel from riffninja.com here. This is what I like to do. I like to teach. I like to improve your playing. So we're going to do that for you right now. Well, we're going to take G, C, and D as an example because I'm assuming that you're not a real advanced player. But it's not that hard to improve on your chords. One thing you can do is you can practice a scale. I'm not going to get into that in this lesson, but you could practice a scale and that would improve your chord changes quite a bit. But it's more in making the chord changes efficient. Now, my favorite G chord is this one here. You know, second finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, then an open 4th string and an open 3rd string, and then 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and pinky on the 3rd fret, 1st string. You can play G the standard way by flipping those two fingers around. This is the way I like to play the G. So there's G. Now I want to get to C, right? Well, what you can practice is think about, and you can keep the strumming out of it too. You've got to remember that when you're strumming, more than likely, your first strum is a down strum. So, you know, when you're strumming and you're slow at the change, you might want to go from the top of the chord down, meaning that when I go from the G chord to the C, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on that 3rd finger, because that 3rd finger is my first note in a basic C chord, right? So watch what I do when I do it slowly. And you can practice this first, training your hand slowly. So you go from the G, and you don't even have to use your right hand. You go from the G to the C, bring your 3rd finger up right away, and then underneath it tuck the 2nd finger, and then the 1st finger in that order, and you start to practice it in that order. And then as you strum, you know, you catch the top strings first, because as the pick's coming down, it catches the top strings before it catches any other strings, right? So that's your first step. Now another thing you can do is you can just practice back and forth. You don't need to strum at all. You don't need to worry about your timing. You need to, and you can focus. You can actually, you know, watch your left hand on your fretboard and practice the changes, right? Start slowly. Just like that. Always starting from the top of the chord, like the lowest string, because that's more than likely you're going to strum from the lowest string. Like that. Now the D chord, that's pretty simple. Again, you have to pay attention to what fingers play the lowest notes and go in order. So from C to D, I have an open 4th string, but then I have the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, which is to be the very next note. Next note after that is 2nd string, 3rd fret, and last note is on the 2nd fret, 1st string. So if I was going from C to D, which is a common change, I'd go C major, and then to get to the D, I'd first take the 1st finger off, and I go D, E, just like that. And then last but not least, the 3rd finger. So again, I'll go real slow. From the G to the C to the D. For me to slow it down, it's pretty hard because I'm in the habit of doing it this way and I'm really fast, but that's what's happening. I'll show you again. From the G to the C to the D. Okay, again. From the G to the C to the D. Try again. From the G to the C and to the D. Notice how when I go for the D, I start with my first finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Again, G, C, D. And then you start to speed it up. Going from D to G is a trick. See that? Going from D to G. I know that my 3rd fret, 2nd finger has got to be on the 6th string before any other notes. So that's the first one that goes down. Second one that goes down is the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then I don't have too much to worry about because my 3rd finger is already in the right spot, and all I got to do is drop my pinky down, and now I got the full chord. Just like that. Nice and smooth. Okay, I hope you got that. Nice and slow. Always practice your chords first before you strum them. Concentrating on putting your fingers down, starting from the lowest string and then working your way down. Okay, it's been a pleasure. Hope this has helped you improve your guitar playing. Come and visit me at the Riff Ninja Academy. You can get a 3 free day trial. This is Colin Daniel, over and out.